We are back with Aviary Attorney. We were in the middle of a trial, but we ran out of time. We had to call a temporary recess. So, we now have, I don't quite remember how many days, but we have some time to continue to investigate and make a better case for ourselves, because so far all we had was a compelling idea that has no concrete evidence to back it up. But you know what? New place. I could always go back to old locations to pick up clues I may have missed, but we got those. What about the Chocolat Emporium? We did hear about this. The finest confectionery shop in all of Paris, you say? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Lander Hagelslag's Chocolate Emporium, the finest Belgian chocolate shop in all of Paris. I am Lander Hagelslag, the founder and owner of this establishment. And I am J.J. Falcon, defense attorney. Good day, monsieur. Oh, lawyers, very fancy. I must say that I once dreamed of being a lawyer, but, well, circumstances wouldn't allow it. It's a funny story. You see, when I was a young boy, I befriended the son of a Hungarian attorney. Falcon, you have to help me. What is it? It's the smell, Falcon. It's overpowering me. It's demanding that I lay waste to the shop. For pity's sake, restrain yourself, Sparrowson. Oh, but I'm rambling, aren't I? So are you messieurs here to buy some chocolate? Yes. No. We're actually here on business, monsieur. Business? First things first, we believe that this chocolate wrapper originated from your shop. Are we correct? Oh, yes, that is indeed the trademarked Hagelslag wrapper for genuine Belgian Hagelslag chocolate. This was almost certainly bought from this very establishment. Very good. With that established, there is something else we wish to ask, Monsieur Hagelslag. Oh my goodness. So, who bought it? Can you tell us who bought the chocolate that was contained in this wrapper, Monsieur Hagelslag? I am afraid not, messieurs. Not just because of matters of confidentiality, although that is a factor, you understand, but because I couldn't possibly know that. I thought elephants never forget. My memory is impeccable, monsieur, but you must understand that I have dozens of customers a day. There are hundreds of people who could have potentially bought this particular item. So your memory is good, but you need further information. If we were to give you the description and name of a person, would you be able to tell us whether they purchased something from you? Oh, yes, that I could probably do, monsieur. Let me think. Who to ask about? Oh wow, just everybody? That's amazing. Also, we could take a look at the elephant himself, the owner of the Emporium, the finest chocolate shop in Paris. Okay. We're still missing somebody, but come on, the heavy suspicion is Romulus, right? It's gotta be. Have you ever served a hairy wolf in judicial robes named Judge Romulus? Who names their robes Judge Romulus? Yes, monsieur. By the way, for the record, I think this chocolate shop was available to me pretty early in the investigation, but we could not have possibly selected Romulus for this question because we would not have yet met him. And, Enthesius, Hagelslag, assuming it's a one-letter change, because Hagelslag with a G, being the name for a Danish dish of buttered bread with chocolate sprinkles. Clever, thank you. Alright, have you ever served... Wait, did you just say yes? Yes, monsieur, a wolf in judicial robes. I did serve a person like that a little while ago. On the 6th of January, to be precise. Did he say or do anything suspicious? Not that I can recall, monsieur. He was a pleasant fellow. Big toothy grin. Bought 200 grams of classic dark Belgian chocolate with a custom filling. Custom? A custom filling? Some type of caramel. He provided it himself, although he unfortunately did not bring enough for me to sample. What does this mean, Falcon? Well, we shouldn't make assumptions. It may just mean that this judge liked to eat chocolate. But if the judge's purchase is related to the wrapper at the crime scene, then... Monsieur Hagelslag, do you think I could get a copy of Judge Romulus's receipt? I could do you one better, monsieur. I have the original right here. I keep them for tax purposes, you understand. Is it okay for us to take it, monsieur? Absolutely. Memorizing the receipt's contents is trivial after all. Chocolate receipt. Okay. This sounds like it could be a useful piece of evidence. A receipt for 1 box of custom-filled chocolates from the 6th of January, sold to Judge Romulus. This sounds like it's gonna matter. Signed in green ink. Okay, Agatha Christie. Would you look at this thing? Judge Romulus signed it in green ink. Green ink. I knew Judge Romulus was shady, but only truly villainous people write in green. Thank you very much for your time, Monsieur Hagelslack. You have been enormously helpful. I'm glad to be of service. I wish you the best of luck with your case, messieurs. Hooray! A new day. I don't know if there's... Yeah, just back to the office, I guess. Just to pass the time. So what's the plan today, Falcon? I'm not sure. We've been unusually efficient lately. I can't think of anything else worth investigating. A day off, then? It feels like we're wasting time, but without any more leads, I suppose there's nothing we can do. A day off it is. Yeah, they just let me skip, because I'm so good at video games. That's kind of funny. Oh, we only have the offices now. Interesting. I'm feeling pretty confident about this case. The big picture is coming together nicely. I'm somewhat relieved that Prince Juan came clean. His secret was putting the whole case in jeopardy. You know what he means, jeopardy. We've still got 1 day until the trial, but how to spend it? I suppose we could revisit the Louvre, or maybe we should just play some cards at Le Canard Joyeux. Is something wrong, Sparrowson? You're being unusually quiet. Falcon, we need to talk. What's up? See, I was doing some thinking. Dangerous thing to do, I know. Anyway, I realized that we were missing a crucial piece of evidence. What evidence would that be? Well, we know that Major Howell consumed a piece of chocolate before he died, and we know that he died of poisoning. But we still aren't sure that the chocolate was the cause. That's true. If we keep pushing the chocolate theory, Cocorico will almost certainly bring that up. So I thought to myself, if one were to consume the wrapper itself, then that may provide proof of whether it contains traces of poison. Well, sure, that could work, but it would be incredibly foolish. Wait, were you thinking of eating the wrapper, Sparrowson? Maybe. Well, stop those thoughts right now. I'm not going to let you potentially kill yourself like that. I knew you would say that. That's why I already consumed the wrapper. 45 minutes ago. I already executed my plan. What was the time? Like, I executed it, like, it was something like that. Like 18 minutes ago or some number. Sparrowson? Sparrowson! Oh my god. Whoa. Doctor, is Sparrowson okay? Well, he's not conscious right now, but he is stable. I think it's safe to say that your friend is not on his deathbed. Do we know this? Oops, know this guy? He's new over here. A doctor who specializes in psychology? Oh, thank God. How did you say this happened again? It's a long story. Lawyering, occupational hazard. Doctor, can you tell me what poison caused this? I have no idea. I'm an expert in mental health, not toxicology. But I have sent for a specialist who should be here by tomorrow morning. He will make a full assessment. That's good to hear. Thanks, Doctor. Take good care of him. Wait a moment. There is the matter of the bill. Yeah, you got it. It's coming off the front of your face. We'll have to discuss it later. I have an important case to prepare for, and I'm one partner down. I see. Well, rest assured that your friend is in good hands. Whew, sure got out of that one. This is terrible. What the hell was Sparrowson thinking? I can't win a case like this. Ah, thank you, Ledger. 35 minutes ago. Thank you. Also, Anthesius, named after Jean-Pierre Falrat, who was a French psychiatrist. Nice. Thank you. You! I finally found you! Did someone say something? Running around like a headless chicken, you're one tricky lawyer to find. I told you to drop the investigation, but you just wouldn't listen. Who's speaking? I can't see you, monsieur. Step forward. Yes, somebody told us, but it was in writing. All right, I'll step forward. But it'll be the last thing you'll ever see. Damn, I couldn't see him. Damn. Au revoir, J.J. Falcon. Did it work? This music... Ah, Dame Cataline. The picture's all warped. I can't believe how easy you were to fool. I put on a cutesy voice, acted all innocent, and you ate the whole thing up. Shut up. I made no mistakes. ... Chat, do you care what we say? This is clearly a dream sequence, so I don't know how much it matters, but what's your opinion on this one? I don't know about I made no mistakes, to be fair. Because, like, we did everything based on our knowledge, but we got the answer wrong. We did the best we could with the evidence we had, but still. We made no mistakes that we're aware of, versus ... Yeah, I know, right? I'll do ... Silence. I shouldn't be surprised. There are no words that excuse the heinous act of putting an innocent man on death row. It wasn't my fault. Hey, where are you going? Out of my way, Severin. I'm not done talking to Dame Cataline. It wasn't my fault. Is that the excuse you make after all of your failures? I'm not making excuses. Failure after failure after failure, no desire to improve yourself. You're a joke of a lawyer, JJ. Don't call me JJ. That's all you have to say? How pathetic. You don't even deserve to stand in your grandfather's shadow. My grandfather? Yeah, we did say that we're some sort of alias, right? JJ Falcon isn't our real name. I'll prove you wrong. I can do better. Oh, it's you, Sparrowson. Have you come to berate me too? What? No, I'm just here to tell you to wake up. Wake up, monsieur, wake up. Hey, can you hear me? I said wake up. Where the hell were we? How did he find us? Okay, the bridge. Guess we're going there. Come on, monsieur, wake up. I said wake up. You're starting to worry me. That's appropriate. The fissure gets us out of the water. Oh, thank goodness. I wasn't sure whether I would have to find a doctor or a mortician. Ugh. My head. Where am I? The Pont des Arts, you know, by the Louvre, in Paris, France. I just fished you out of the Seine. Nearly broke my rod doing it. Wait, I know you. You're that disrespectful lawyer guy, Giro Falco or something. What time is it? Actually, what day is it? You hit your head pretty hard, huh? It's the 21st of January and around 9 o'clock in the morning by my reckoning. 21st, 9 o'clock. Oh no, the trial! I should have been at the Cour d'Assises 10 minutes ago! Well, you're running late. But take it easy, monsieur. I'm sure they'll be understanding. Maybe if I sprint it. In your condition, that would be stupid. Take a seat. Clear your head. I'll go get some dry clothes. No time. Wait, monsieur. At least take this before you go. What's this? A dip pen? No, wait. It's a modern fountain pen. Bone handle, gold nib. This is very fancy. Thanks, monsieur, but this isn't mine. Really? Are you sure? You were holding it pretty tightly when I found you. I was holding this. Then I suppose it has to be mine. Fountain pen. Contains green ink. Oh my god! Thanks, fisherman. I owe you one. Oh no, I screwed it up. I called him a fisherman, though. Hey, don't call me a fisherman! Hey, punchline. It's 9 o'clock. I believe it's time for the roll call. Is the defense not present? Such unprofessionalism. If there is no defense, then this trial cannot proceed any further. We must make a ruling based on the evidence that has already been presented. I will now converse with the jury. We shall decide whether Prince Juan is guilty of murdering Major Howell and of conspiring to murder the king. Your Honor, may I have a word? Fine, but make it quick. I'm a firm believer that a trial must be orderly and punctual. There is no room for wishy-washy dilly-dallying. But it seems somewhat rash to end a trial session the moment it is due to start. Perhaps it would be prudent to wait 5 or 10 minutes, in case the defense is just a little tardy. Then the trial still has a chance to proceed, and justice will be served. You are the prosecution, are you not? You have nothing to worry about. A guilty verdict is all but guaranteed. Your Honor, you appear confused. I'm not here to secure a guilty verdict. Of course you are. You're a prosecutor. By definition, you are here to prosecute. No, my job description is to prosecute, but I am here in this courtroom to ensure that justice is served. An unfair and unbalanced trial is not in the spirit of justice. That's very noble of you, but if the defense is absent, then there is little that can be done. I'll hear no more about this matter. I will now talk with the jury. The defense is present. Your Honor. You're too late, Falcon. Mon Dieu, JJ, you look like a total mess. Did you take a morning swim in the Seine or something? Something like that. Your Honor, we are all present. We are only 3 minutes over schedule. Let's not needlessly dirty the pure name of justice. Rules are rules, prosecutor. Falcon clearly has no respect for legal procedure. Frankly, for turning up while looking like a drowned rat, I ought to hold him in contempt of court. When you enter my courtroom, I expect you to be wearing some kind of cloth. Your Honor! But, Your Honor, rules are rules. One more word out of either of you, and I shall have you both disbarred. It's a pity. The King of France was most looking forward to standing behind the witness podium. The King of France? He's here? Oh, are we not doing the trial after all? That's a pity. Oh my god, what a reveal! There he is, King Louis Philippe, the noble and righteous King of France, getting on in the years. That's amazing. Take that, Judge Romulus. Your Majesty, what a surprise. Well, you see... You know, it's my 7th time testifying against a would-be assassin. But it's the first time seeing a trial where the case has ended before it even began. Well, the defense... he was late, and, Oh, pish-posh. France didn't become a great and dignified kingdom through rigorous punctuality. Let's go ahead with this trial. It'll be fun. Look, I'll say the oath to get us started. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Did I get it right? That was perfect, Your Majesty. JJ, I trust you have no objections with the king testifying? No objections here. Going ahead with the trial is fine with me. And surely you wouldn't stand in the way of the king, would you, Your Honor? Fine. Proceed with this cursed trial. Excellent. Now, Your Majesty, could you tell us your activities on the day of the murder? My activities? Well, I started my day with tea and toast, as I normally do. I was dressed in my PJs at the time. I think you could skip ahead a little, perhaps to your arrival at the Louvre? Ah, right, of course. Well, my entourage and I entered through the Louvre's south entrance around 9 o'clock. We passed through the Salle de Tube with little fanfare. At the Grand Gallery, I unveiled a new painting and gave a short speech to inspire the citizens who attended. That's when I was approached by a man claiming to be the Prince of Spain. He presented a rose, which was taken by Major Howell, and, well, I think you know the rest. Indeed we do, Your Majesty. Madames and messieurs of the court, what we have here is another testimony that establishes Prince Juan's guilt. And this is no ordinary testimony, it is the testimony of perhaps the most trustworthy man in all of France. Oh, you flatter me, prosecutor. But I am the trustworthiest in all the kingdom, aren't I? I have no doubts, your majesty. Nonetheless, I would like to perform a cross-examination. How dare you doubt your king? The utter nerve! Oh, calm yourself, Judge. I have no qualms with standard legal procedure. Defense, please proceed. I want to see your best courtroom drama material. No pressure? South entrance. Okay, well, we'll start with the Salle du Tibre. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but... Your Majesty, you say that you passed the Salle du Tibre uneventfully. Indeed. We stopped briefly to look at the paintings, and then moved on to the Grand Gallery. Okay, so... Now I gotta get more specific. What did you see there? Could you elaborate? What did you see in the Salle du Tibre? What did I see? Well, Roman stuff mostly. I meant aside from the Roman artifacts. For example, did you talk to someone in the room who wasn't a member of your entourage? You're reaching, JJ. The king already testified that he passed through. Perfect save. Without encountering anything of interest. I want the king to elaborate versus right I'm reaching. No. I'm putting my foot down on this one. I want him to elaborate. I have reason to believe that this was a key moment on the day of the murder. I want the king to elaborate on exactly what and who he saw. Then I suppose you will have to proceed, your majesty. Alright, let me think. So there was that giant doorstop, and there was that copper urn thing. Oh, there was something else, now that you ask. I was offered a box of chocolates by some peasant mademoiselle. That's important, because remember, she was told to kill a certain someone, or else the person she owed would go after her parents. Apparently the goal was to kill the King of France. I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but Major Hal was keen to accept a chocolate or two on my behalf. What? Did I say something startling, prosecutor? No. Please continue, your majesty. I think the prosecution is startled because he just came to the realization that I was not spouting drivel in the previous trial session. Well, that's debatable. To cut a long story short, your majesty, this mademoiselle may hold some relevance to the case at hand. Could you describe her? Really? She's relevant? Well, let me think. I didn't get a good look at her face, but she was a sorry-looking swan. Probably in her late teens or early 20s. A young, sorry-looking swan, you say? I don't suppose her name was... Swanson, Mademoiselle Signe, which means swan, I think. Mademoiselle Dubique, though, also very good. Mademoiselle Signe? Signe, that sounds familiar. Why, yes, I think that was it! She was called Mademoiselle Signe? I never get that right. I see. This is undoubtedly significant. She gave chocolates to Major Howell minutes before he died. Now, just 1 minute. I see what you are alluding to, JJ. You're suggesting that the gifted chocolates killed the Major. But that line of reasoning holds no weight because the evidence is circumstantial. Circumstantial, my tail feathers. The king just testified that Major Howell ate chocolates. Yes, that much is no longer in dispute, but you still have not proved that the chocolates were poisoned. Without that, we must assume that the swan was merely offering a gift, rather than speculating that she is a murderer. Yes, yes! Shame on you, defense. Implicating a poor innocent girl like that, absolutely disgusting. Why, I ought to end this trial. Hold on! I do have evidence that the chocolate was, in fact, poisoned. I don't believe you, JJ. If you had a piece of evidence that significant, you would have slammed it down already. Present it. Well, I can't. It's not really the evidence folder type of evidence. Why am I not surprised? The drama was just getting good. Why did you all suddenly go quiet? Well, your majesty, it appears that the defense just had a realization of his own. That is, that he lacks the evidence to support the theory. Since he cannot continue with his argument, I believe the cross-examination has come to an end. I'm not done yet? Versus ... I'm gonna double down. I don't really have anything to work with. I'm not done yet. Let me present my evidence. See, I had the chocolate wrapper back in my office, and Sparrowson ate it. Stop, JJ. Stop while you still have a little dignity. The results of whatever crackpot pseudoscientific experiment you performed do not constitute valid evidence. I think this trial is over, Your Honor. About bloody time. You may take your leave, Your Majesty. Very well. I am pleased that justice has been thoroughly served. Until the next assassination attempt, adieu, messieurs. I will now deliberate with the jury. Objection! Oh, hey. Sorry, I've always wanted to do that. Sparrowson, are you okay? Yup, the doctor said that I have an iron stomach. Most of the poison passed straight through me. Speaking of which, I would like to testify on that poisoned chocolate issue. I even got a doctor's note, see? Well, it's too late. The trial is over. You can't be serious, Your Honor. The contents of that note could turn this entire trial on its head. You must allow it. Why are you constantly arguing with me? I thought the job of a public prosecutor was to assist the judges. I told you, Your Honor, my job isn't to get a guilty verdict. It is to ensure that justice is served. I swear, you are the worst prosecutor in all of France. Go ahead, Sparrowson. Read the contents of the note for the court to hear. Ahem. This patient, Sparrowson, was submitted to Salpêtrière Hospital, where he displayed a variety of symptoms. These included profuse sweating, a rapid fever, and severe nausea. The patient was diagnosed with poisoning, probably originating from the plant known as aconite, aka monkshood, aka wolf's bane. Remember, the swan was conspicuously gathering and selling monkshood, or at least she made a point that she had it. When we questioned the patient, he admitted to having consumed the discarded chocolate wrapper, potentially carrying the poison. Examining the contents of the patient's stomach confirmed this to be true. As a mental health professional, I believe this patient to be clinically... we can skip that bit. Yada yada. Okay, here we go. Signed, Dr. Falred. Thank you, Sparrowson. I don't think I'll even need to question you. Hello there, Winterburn. Good evening, and welcome to the stream. And yeah, Ledger, it is a damn good thing the prosecutor has ethics. Between your note and the king's testimony, every angle of the chocolate wrapper business has been covered. Awesome! Wait, did you say the king is here? You can get his autograph later. Right. So, what happens now? Do I get cross-examined by the prosecution or something? To be honest, I see little to cross-examine. Do your damned job, prosecutor. Cross-examine that little annoying liar of a bird. Tear his testimony to shreds. Your Honor, he has a note, signed by a medical professional, definitively proving that the chocolate wrapper from the crime scene was poisoned. We could nitpick the details or delve into the doctor's credentials, but I fear it would be a waste of the court's time. Nobody wants that. So then what the hell do we do now? We do nothing, Your Honor. This poison wrapper has introduced an element of doubt into the case. The prosecution must accept that. But is the level of doubt reasonable? Is it significant? I think the members of the jury will agree JJ's evidence is still tenuous. Tenuous? A step above circumstantial. You have proven a link, a not wholly illogical link, but you haven't proved beyond doubt that Major Hal was killed by the chocolate. You are still making far too many assumptions. Where is the empiricism that is required by any good court of law? Where are the witnesses who can back up your claims? Oh, I brought along a witness. Maybe she can help. Oh, this ought to be good. Hello. You. Sparrowson, it's great to see you on your feet, and you have been an enormous asset to this case, but what are you trying to pull off now? Surprise witness! Surprise witness? Yeah, I remember you mentioning that Cocorico liked calling surprise witnesses, so I thought we would beat him at his own game. I brought a flower girl, Mademoiselle Cygnus, so that she could testify about Prince Juan's character. You're putting me in a difficult position, Sparrowson. Just moments before you arrived, we, the court, established that she's a possible suspect for this case. What? That can't be right. Sparrowson, it's okay. Monsieur Falcon, I would like to testify. You want to testify? Do you understand what you are agreeing to? I do. I have accepted my fate. Prosecutor, do you have any objections to me calling upon Mademoiselle Signy as a witness? No, none, bearing in mind, of course, that you are here to defend Prince Juan, not to convict Mademoiselle Signy. Prosecuting is my job. Of course. I have no objections either. Please proceed, witness. Speak the oath. The oath? Say that you swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I swear, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Good. Very good. Please state your name and occupation for the court record. My name is Catherine Marie Signy, and I'm a flower seller. Mademoiselle Signy, tell the courtroom of your activities on the morning of the 7th of January. Very well. I saw the king and his entourage enter the Louvre at around 9 o'clock. I followed. When they came to a stop in the Salle de Tibre, I stepped forward and offered the king a chocolate. He refused, but a guard, a big dog by the name of Major Howell, was happy to oblige. The guard died because I, personally, had previously added poison to the chocolates. No, that can't be right. I used poison derived from monkshood, a notoriously dangerous plant. As a flower seller, it was simple to acquire. Why did you do it, mademoiselle? Why? Monsieur, people have tried to kill the king before, and people will try again. He is a vile man who has no respect or love for the people who suffer under him. I did it to better the French people. I think she's dodging here. I don't believe that at all. Falcon, say something. Mademoiselle, are you being coerced or threatened? Speak freely. No, monsieur, I'm confessing out of my own volition. It is my guilt and nobody else's. Intriguing. Innocent, perhaps? I think they mean in regard to Juan. Well, defense, it looks like you wormed a confession out of this murderous pute. I suppose that gets your client, Prince Juan, completely off the hook. Lucky you. So, shall we wrap this court session up? Yes, I rest my case. No, I haven't finished my examination. I'll say no. No, not yet. I have further questions for the witness, Your Honor. Don't forget. Something happened last time. Further questions? To what end? You've already proved your client's innocence. I wish to uncover the truth. You aren't here to uncover the truth. You're here to defend Prince Juan, and you've done that job with a disgusting level of diligence. Nonetheless, I believe the mademoiselle has omitted something of huge importance. I wish to question her further. Something of huge importance? I won't allow it. Fine. Can I at least show something to the witness? You and the prosecutor are a right pair of moralizing blowhards, aren't you? You are doing my head in. Fine, if it will shut you up, I will let you show one magical mystery item to the witness. I can't imagine you'll have anything up your sleeve to change the flow of this trial, though. Monsieur Falcon, save it. I have nothing more to say. Or do you? We got ticket stubs, baby. We were told to send that message. Please take a look at these, mademoiselle. Train ticket stubs? Look at the names. Papa and Maman. In Vienna? Really? Are they really safe? They are. The tickets were arranged courtesy of the Fox. Then, that means the wolf has nothing to hold over me. I can speak freely. Indeed. Go ahead, mademoiselle. What are you two muttering about down there? I'm amending my testimony, Your Honor. Members of the court, everything I've said today has been the truth. I did go to the Louvre on the 7th of January. I did present a box of poisoned chocolates to the king, except it was not of my volition. I was threatened. I was forced to carry out the task under threat of harm. You see, my family has been struggling to get by. The winter has been harsh, and my flower business has been struggling. One day, a man approached me, a man I assumed to be kind-hearted. This man offered me 200 francs to get us through the cold, but I could not afford to repay the debt. When I attempted to bargain with the man, he offered me a deal. Assist him with murder, and he would drop all debts. Refuse, and he would ruin me and my parents. I obliged because the alternative meant death for those I love. The name of the man who did this is Judge Romulus. Ha! What a creative story. This is obviously a last-minute desperate attempt at passing the buck. The sheer laziness of this girl to accuse a man she's never met before. She's blatantly floundering. Indeed, I've heard dozens of these self-pitying yarns during my time as a prosecutor. Although admittedly this is the first time I've seen a witness directly accuse a judge. Quite a brazen gambit. But in any case, these sorts of stories never turn out to be true. They are always proven to be fabrications born of desperation. I've never been more honest, monsieur. Listen, Mademoiselle Signy, I would like to believe your story, but accusing a man, a judge no less, of conspiring to murder the king is a hugely serious accusation. Do you have any proof to support your story? Proof? You say the judge lent you money? Then you both must have signed a contract when you made the transaction. That contract would suffice as proof? The contracts were all verbal. He said the money was a gift at first, and only later said that I had to repay him. How convenient. Of course the supposed contract doesn't exist. The Mademoiselle has no proof because her story is a blatant lie. Falcon, you have to do something. Do we have anything to link Judge Romulus to Mademoiselle Signy? Well, a link. Of course. Members of the court, I know for certain that the Mademoiselle's story is true. I can say with certainty that Judge Romulus has made contact with Mademoiselle Signy in the past. I know this because at this very moment, I am holding a key piece of evidence that links Judge Romulus directly to the crime scene. Oh my goodness. The receipt. I think you should take a look at this, Severin. Me? You don't trust it in the judge's hands? What? What is that? What does that piece of paper say? This is a receipt for a box of chocolates from Lander Hagelslack's Chocolate Emporium on the 6th of January, made out to a man named Romulus. The writing upon the receipt is clear. A man named Romulus bought chocolates on the day before the murder. These chocolates happened to have been of the same brand and flavor as the ones that were used in the royal assassination attempt. By itself, this evidence would not be definitive. It would only suggest that the judge has something of a sweet tooth. And yeah, Anthasius, you make a good point. What separates this from Ace Attorney is that you're trying to convince the jury, not the judge. And in fact, this time the judge is a potential suspect. But also what I've noticed, I've only played one Ace Attorney game, but a lot of what gets us by in Ace Attorney is circumstantial. And here, Cocorico is checking me at every moment. Like, good story, believable, except you don't have anything concrete to back any of it up. Like, they really go into it. But taken in conjunction with the Mademoiselle's updated testimony, that would imply that the judge was directly involved in the assassination attempt. Judge Romulus, do you have anything to say about this? Yup. That receipt's not mine. I haven't stepped foot in a chocolate shop in years. You cannot be serious. The receipt is indisputable proof of your purchase. Indisputable? Watch me dispute it. What you have there is a scrap of paper with the word Romulus scrawled on it. Is it a forgery? Are there simply two men named Romulus living in Paris? I don't have a clue. What I do know is that you have nothing to prove that I was the one who signed that receipt. This is absurd. Do you want me to dig up your court documents with your signature so we can undertake a handwriting analysis? That wouldn't be possible. I believe His Honor uses a rubber stamp for signing off on official court documents. That would be correct. Well, it's no matter. I don't need the judge's signature. I already have, in my possession, proof that the signature on the receipt belongs to Judge Romulus. It's the pen. Oh, but first things first. I believe you dropped your pen, Your Honor. Oh, yeah, that's mine. Thanks. I've been looking for that thing everywhere. I thought as much. Madams and messieurs, last night I was assaulted outside Salpêtrière Hospital. I did not see the assailant's face, but I did accidentally grab something from their garments as I was thrown into the Seine. Oh, so that's why you smell of fish. I wanted to say something, but I thought it might be rude. This fountain pen is the very item I grabbed. Did I say that this pen was mine? On closer inspection, I see I must have been mistaken. Save it, Your Honor. I'm not here to press assault charges. What interests me most about this pen is the ink it contains. It is emerald green in color. And as we all know, only baddies write in green. Well, yes, but more importantly, it's a rare and unusual choice of ink color. I'm trying to remember, this absolutely came up in an Agatha Christie story. Because a compelling piece of evidence was green ink. But was it actually a baddie who used it? Well, there were two people. There was the owner of the pen and the user of the pen. And one of them was the baddie, so I guess the answer is yes either way. I would venture that only a dozen people in all of Paris are arrogant enough to write in green, and I would venture that only one of those arrogant people is named Romulus. So Judge Romulus lacks respect for classic penmanship. What of it? Take another look at the chocolate receipt, Severin. That receipt was signed with emerald green ink. It certainly is quite a coincidence. No, there is no more room for coincidence. There is no more doubt. There is only one narrative that can tie this ridiculous string of evidence together. On the 6th of January, you, Judge Romulus, bought a box of chocolates with a custom filling. That custom filling contained poison, originating from the flowers of Mademoiselle Signy, a street seller who owed you a debt. On the 7th of January, you, Judge Romulus, leveraged that debt to force the girl to present the poisoned chocolates to the king. Then, an idiot of a man by the name of Juan framed himself as the murderer in order to take the fall in Mademoiselle Signy's stead. You pushed for Juan's guilt by priming a witness, Monsieur Toussaint Kingsley, and when that failed, you pressured Mademoiselle Signy to take full responsibility for the crime. That is the only narrative that makes sense. Admit it. Fine, I do admit it. I did it. I purchased the chocolates. I added the poison. I put a peasant girl in debt just so I could force her to take the fall. I was the one who wanted the king murdered. But there is not a damn thing any of you can do about it. I'm the one who holds the gavel. I'm the one who passes the sentences. With a snap of my fingers, I could have each and every one of you guillotined at the Place d'Austerlitz before nightfall. Who judges the judges? Who stands above me? Nobody! Not even God can condemn me when I sit so highly. Dude, the king is right here. You sure about that, buddy? Attempting to murder a king, corrupting the Cordiacises, what an utterly repulsive individual. Don't touch me, you dirty pig. You have no authority over me. He doesn't. I do. Take him away, Inspector. I'm not done. I'm not done with any of you. You're all guilty. You'll see. A revolution is coming. The rebels will overrun Paris. The king and government will fall. The bourgeoisie will be slaughtered. We shall have a glorious Second Republic, a republic free of class, where everyone is free and equal. Hey, don't touch me! Just another ranting lunatic, Your Majesty. Ignore him. Of course. Carry on, Inspector. Damn, that's intense. What happens now? Does the old judge come back? Romulus did say that he accidentally fell down the stairs. Yeah, Winterburn. The only one free of class around here is you, Romulus. Got him. I guess I'm supposed to take over the president judge's duties? Well, given the surprising series of revelations that just took place, we believe that the results are clear. We find the defendant, Prince Juan Queredo, to be cleared of all charges. We therefore find the defendant not guilty. And this time we definitely solved the crime correctly. The bad guy admitted it. Yay! Not guilty! What What happens to me now? Mademoiselle, it is clear that you were coerced. However, you still played a significant role in the king's assassination attempt. By all rights, you must be tried for your crimes. I see. I cannot argue. But, as it happens, due process was not followed during this trial session. Judge Romulus thoroughly disrupted the proceedings. Consequently, I believe that most of the testimonies given during this trial session would not be seen as valid in a court of law. What does that mean? He's saying you're free to go. Correct. As a prosecutor, I see no crime to prosecute. Really? Thank you so much, monsieur. And thank you, messieurs. Without your help and assurances, I don't know where I would be right now. So, are my parents really in Vienna? I think so, but you would have to ask the Fox for details. I don't know exactly what he arranged. Although now that Judge Romulus poses no threat, I suppose your parents would be free to move back to Paris. Actually, I may follow them to Vienna. You need a holiday after all this drama? Well, yes, but also I want to get away from here before the fighting starts. You mean the revolution Judge Romulus mentioned? He doesn't seem mentally stable. Pay him no mind. Well, we saw that one cutscene, though. It's not just him, monsieur. In the streets, everyone talks of an uprising. If you were smart, you would clear out of here, too. Thanks for the concern, mademoiselle. But we're far from smart, so we're staying put. I see. Then good luck, messieurs, and farewell. Maybe we can meet again when this is all blown over. Wait, mademoiselle. Don't you want to have a quick celebratory drink? Oh, she's gone. So I guess it's just you, me, and the fox, right, Falcon? That sounds good, Sparrowson. Take Prince Juan back to the Aviary office. I need to sort out some paperwork with Severin. Okie dokie. I suppose the congratulations are in order. Uncovering the truth in the way that you did, it was quite a feat. Everything went far better than I could have hoped, but you surprised me at the end with that little lie of yours. Lie? This trial's testimonies are completely invalid? Bullcock. You and I both know that this trial has produced ample valid evidence for Mademoiselle Sydney to be detained and tried. Even with the coercion accounted for, I bet you would still be found guilty of conspiracy or accessory to murder. So why are you holding back? 10, maybe even 5 years ago, I probably would have prosecuted Mademoiselle Sydney. When I was fresh out of law school, I thought my role as a prosecutor was to condemn every potential criminal that came my way. I thought, if the guilty person ends up behind bars or on the hanging dock, then justice has been served. But as I gained experience, I started noticing the details. The details? The extenuating circumstances, the personal considerations, the gaps in the law where, even when due process is followed to the letter, good people are punished and wrongdoers walk free. I hated it, so I changed my role. I decided that I should not strive to secure a guilty verdict, but to ensure that justice is served. I could prosecute Mademoiselle Sydney, and she would definitely be convicted. But that would not serve justice. I'm not giving you a chance, Chad, sorry. You're a good lawyer. You're not terrible, Falcon. Hooray! I must oh yeah. Well, I mean, he's still saying senor and everything, but he's not Spanish. I don't freaking know, man. I must congratulate you, Senor Falcon and Senor Sparrowson. What am I doing, still using that old accent? I, of course, meant congratulations, Monsieur Falcon and Monsieur Sparrowson. It's no big deal. We were just doing our jobs. No, your job ended when you proved my innocence. Everything after that was you going above and beyond your duties. Of course I was counting on you to do so. A lesser lawyer would surely have stumbled or caved in. Oh, but before I forget, your payment. Thank you, Monsieur Vulpes. This has been a strange case, but I'm glad the truth came to light. I'll see you out. Wait, Monsieur Vulpes, before you go, something's been bothering me. Why did you come to us in the first place? Surely there are much more reputable lawyers out there who could have done a better job. Oh? More reputable than the Falcon that stands before me? Yeah. Falcon's got a sucky track record. True, he does have a mixed record, but his family name is hugely respected in the lawyering world. Yeah, we keep alluding to this. Like, why does anybody hire us? I guess it's the name. I chose Monsieur Falcon as my lawyer for that reason alone. Huh? Really? I've never heard of another lawyer named Falcon. Let's not go down this road, Monsieur Vulpus. I don't go by my old name for a reason. That is fair. We shouldn't be fixated on the past, should we? After all, it's already been and gone. The future is where our potential lies. That's what we should be paying attention to. A storm is approaching fast. You mean the revolution that the crooked judge mentioned? Indeed. I dare say that the wolf is right. A rebellion is coming, one way or the other. Listen, Monsieur Falcon, you'll probably have a surge of work over the coming days. If you want me to dig up the dirt on anyone, please feel free to drop by my office anytime. That's very useful. Dig up the dirt? I'm a private investigator. It's what I do. We'll bear it in mind. Thank you, Monsieur Vulpus. Good day, messieurs. I'm going to go get a drink. Seriously, Falcon? What? I was just going to ask if you wanted tea or coffee. Ho 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 ho! We did it! We did it! And we got a happy ending this time. Do I remember the July Revolution? Of course. How could I ever forget? The chanting, the violence, the smell of gunpowder. The 3 glorious days. Oh no. I've heard this music before. Damn. Oof, someone hit the gunpowder barrel. That art is gorgeous. I can't believe this. Freaking Kentaro Miura draw that? Act 3. The Sleeping City. Was that dun 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 dun? Like, there's a chance I might have been in, like, The Shining at one point. I can't believe he's skipping work again. Oh wow, Ledger. I went to the library after last week's stream to check out Don Quixote. All copies were checked out and I was 7 in the reservation line. Strange, but hey, people like that book. I swear, if I find that moping bird brain at Le Canard Joyeux... Ah, finally. Good morning, Falcon. Morning, No, wait, it's 2 in the afternoon. That means the official greeting is... Where the hell have you been, lazy bones? Ugh, it's far too early for this level of roasting. Pass the Cabernet Sauvignon. No way! We've got important business to discuss, and I can't do that if you're half drunk. Mon Dieu, give me a break. I haven't had a good night's sleep since the trial. And yeah, Winterburn, you make a good point. Don Quixote is available online for free if you want it. Yeah, it is 500 years old. I think that classifies as public domain, or qualifies. Something on your mind? Actually, yes. It was what that wolf judge said about a revolution. Pshaw, that guy was off his rocker. And besides, if we worried about every potential French Revolution, we would never get any work done at all, am I right? Yeah, maybe you're right. Worrying doesn't do us any good. Tell me about the important business you wanted to discuss. Oh yeah, the business. A letter. This one's from the Paris Police Department. Fancy wax seal and everything. That is indeed a fancy seal. Well, go ahead, Sparrowson, you may have the honors. All right. Monsieur Falcon, meet me on the rooftop cafe opposite the Place de la Bastille. I have a proposal. Regards, Inspector Valerti. That's it. How terse. Letter. Requested our help for a secret mission. A proposal from the inspector. Interesting. Do you have any idea what sort of proposal he has in mind? Not a clue. So, are we gonna go meet him and find out? We may as well versus nope. I mean, come on. Come on, yes. I don't know what sort of proposal the inspector has in mind, but we would be foolish to reject it without even hearing him out. Grab your coat. All right, no dilly-dallying. I like it. Oh, but before I forget, I need to drop by the hospital at some point. What did you eat this time? No, it's not like that. Well, not entirely. I need to pay for the bill for my last visit. Oh, that's reasonable. Sure, we could pay a visit, but the inspector's call should take priority, I think. Okay, we have a move. Well, we have to go to the Bastille. A rooftop cafe overlooking the Bastille Square is the perfect spot for a friendly rendezvous. Yeah, I just get a little uncomfortable when we're talking about an upcoming revolution and we're going to the Bastille. It's fine. I know what's going on. Brr. It's far too cold to be meeting in a rooftop cafe. Why couldn't the inspector have chosen a comfier location? Who knows? Maybe the inspector likes the view because it reminds him of his days guarding the old Bastille under the Ancien Regime. Wait, you think the inspector worked here during the Ancien Regime? Do you think that's how he got his war wounds? It was a joke, Sparrowson. I'm pretty sure the inspector isn't that old. Well, well, well. Severin, what are you doing here? Settle down, JJ. Just like you, I was invited here by the inspector. What could he want with all three? Oh, what could he want with all three of us? It is hardly unusual for the lawyers and police of France to collaborate. The inspector probably has a big investigative role that requires all hands on deck. A big investigative role? Sounds juicy. Oh, by the by, did you hear what happened to Judge Romulus? No, what? He escaped from prison before we could even try him. Rumor has it that the wolf bribed his jailkeeper and then fled for the hills. So he escaped justice. For now, but don't fret. Nobody manages to escape the long arm of the law forever. Speaking of which... Ah, good. You're all here. Excuse me, Mr. Inspector Valetti, sir? Falcon and I were wondering, did you get your injuries while defending the old Bastille prison? Don't drag me into this, you fool. I was joking. You impudent whelps, I'm not that old. I sustained these injuries when in the July Revolution 18 years ago. I was a royal guard, just a lowly peon. The air was thick with gunpowder and blood. Oh, great, now you've set him off. We were given the order to charge at a rebel barricade. My comrades and I fastened our bayonets. Suddenly, boom! Without warning, a gunpowder cake exploded. My comrades were dead. I was heavily wounded. That's when I looked up and I saw a looming figure standing between the gargoyles of Notre Dame. It was the Viridian Killer himself. Ahem. This is a fascinating story, Inspector, but perhaps you could tell us why we are here? Yeah, so that opening movie was, I guess that flashback? Oh, right, of course. Why we're here. What I am about to tell you is to remain strictly confidential, you understand? It's a matter of national security. As you've probably heard, France is under a threat from a certain heinous group. Terrorists? Revolutionaries? Oh my god! Hipsters? I'll go with... I don't know, chat. Terrorists or revolutionaries? Do you have an opinion about this one? I don't know if this particularly matters. Yeah, all three. It's definitely all three. Unfortunately, the game only lets me select one. It's a trick question. Terrorlutionipsters. I'm reasonably convinced that that's what it is. Yeah, hipster's the most heinous of all. There's nothing more pathetic than an aging hipster. Dare I go with it? Hipsters. It's true. The other day I was called a pop-loving pleb for enjoying Chopin. Whoa. Now it's not the time for joking, you two. The inspector's obviously talking about the growing rumors of an uprising. Correct. A rebellion is coming. Indeed. Rebels. There's a storm brewing in the shadows of Paris. We, the Paris Police Department, have known about it for months. No, years. In every tavern and on every street corner, people talk of organizing protests and overthrowing the government. The king has ordered for public gatherings to be dispersed and newspapers to be censored, but the whispers of dissent remain. No surprise there. If you take away an angry citizen's ability to speak, they will just get even angrier. Indeed, and that's why it's paramount that we find and strike at the heart of the rebel group as soon as possible. For that, I need your help. What exactly do you want us to do? Interview citizens, scout locations, find the secret rebel meeting location that has escaped the eyes of the police. Do we have any leads? Just one. We know that the rebels are having weapons supplied to them by a crooked merchant who is only referred to as the Croque Monsieur. Like the sandwich? What? The croque monsieur. It's a hot sandwich. Cheese, ham, a little bechamel. Throw on some peppers if it's Friday night. This has nothing to do with sandwiches. Croque monsieur is the alias of an accomplished and notorious dangerous arms dealer. In any case, that's everything the Parisian police know. That's everything? That's all you have to demonstrate after years of tracking. Naturally, as a public prosecutor, it is my duty to help the police with their investigative work. I would be honored to lend any and all assistance. Suck up. That's very good to hear, Monsieur Cocorico, but what about you, Falcon? Well, to be honest, Inspector, I don't quite understand why you're asking me. I'm a private defense attorney. I work for citizens who get stuck in legal trouble. Rebel hunting isn't quite my forte. You want to know why I'm asking you? Look around you, Falcon. We are surrounded by corruption and incompetence. The judges are bloodthirsty wolves, the jailers are thieving ravens, and the National Guard are sitting ducks. That's amazing. That's literally true. Look at the slackers and dullards who supposedly protect and serve this country. Nobody cares about justice anymore. You saw my shameful display at the previous trials. Those are the results I produce with imbeciles to assist me. But you three, you care. Falcon, I saw you defending Dame Cataline and Prince Juan. I heard of your escapades around the city, frantically collecting evidence and interviewing witnesses. Frankly, you did more investigative work over the last month than I've seen any policeman do in a year. Not including myself, of course. But Dame Cataline, it doesn't matter. You have passion and conviction, and you aren't a total bird brain. By my book, that makes you a fantastic investigator, even if that is not in your job description. So what do you say? Do you want to sit around your office, twiddling your thumbs until another pointless job offer falls into your lap? Or do you want to take this opportunity to do something great, and help us track down the animals who wish to harm our glorious nation? I would be honored. Apparently, if I keep saying no, then... Huh. Okay, spoilers. If I say yes... I mean, obviously you're gonna do it. If I say yes, he will give me 50 francs. But if I say no... I don't think so. Sorry, Inspector. Come now, Falcon, let's not make hasty decisions. What would it take for me to change your mind? Compensation? I'm a private attorney, Inspector. Severin is paid by the state, but I am not. I would be happy to collaborate with the government, but I need some sort of compensation. Huh, of course, what was I thinking? How does 50 francs up front, and 50 more upon completion of your duty sound? That's not enough. I don't get out of bed for that sort of money, Inspector. Fine, I could probably scrape a little more from the budget. How does 70 up front and 70 on completion sound? Keep going? Jesus. I'll stop while I'm ahead. That sounds just fine. I'm glad we could come to an agreement. Excellent. Here is your upfront fee. I don't want to keep you any longer than necessary. You already have all the key facts of the investigation. Find the elusive croquet, monsieur. Find where the rebels are congregating. Those are your 2 tasks. I will check up on your progress in 3 weeks' time. 3 weeks? See what you can accomplish by then. I'll be doing my own independent investigation to the rebel group JJ, so I suppose this is a competition of sorts. Try to keep up with me. Don't make me laugh, Severin. I'll have all the rebel leaders behind bars before you even have your first suspect. Come on, Sparrowson. We have a croquet monsieur to hunt. Okay, let's go! This is exciting. I knew a little competition would kick those bird brains into gear. Well, Inspector, this has been a productive meeting. I should probably start my investigation into the croquet monsieur too. Not so fast, Cocorico. There is something else we need to discuss. Ooh. A new day. Exciting. Wow. I have options on the left and right. There's all sorts of stuff I can do. Well, okay. I'll take the fox up on his offer immediately. Well, this is most unexpected. You remember, Renard is his real name? Monsieur Falcon, Monsieur Sparrowson, I believe this is our first time meeting without disguises or pretenses, as it were. Oh, but first things first. Mousy, would you kindly fetch our guest some tea? Oh, of course, Monsieur Vulpes, of course! Messieurs, what sort of tea would you like? Chamomile? Darjeeling, maybe? I don't have taste for this kind of thing. Chat? Chamomile, Darjeeling, or coffee? Do you care? I don't know. I don't think it matters for the sake of, like, anything important, but... Flavor text? Do you have a preferred tea or coffee? I am seeing a split. Nope, we are slightly... Neither of those are true tea. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, they're like Indian, right? They're like chai? But, okay, it looks like we're leaning a little toward Darjeeling. Actually, some Darjeeling would be divine. Thank you, Mousy. Sure, Darjeeling sounds good to me, too. Oh, chamomile is a sleep aid. Okay, one pot of Darjeeling coming right up. Let's get down to business. What is it that you two came here for? We just have a couple of questions. I think I'll look into the croquet de monsieur. Have you ever heard of a person called the croquet monsieur? And no, we aren't talking about the sandwich, unfortunately. The croquet monsieur. Are you referring to the black market salesman? The man who claims to be able to procure anything no matter how illegal? Yes, that sounds exactly like the person we're looking for. Do you know him? Me personally, no, monsieur. I just know of his vile reputation. I see. Then do you have any idea how we could find him? Meeting the croquet monsieur face to face is not easy. The man doesn't make himself known to just anybody, after all. I know. I shall do a little investigative work of my own. Come back in 3 days, and I will tell you where and when you can find the croquet monsieur. That's an enormous help! Thank you so much, Monsieur Phelps. Of course, there is a price. A price? It is just a small fee. A mere 30 francs. Hey, we saved your derriere over that Prince Juan business. Is this any way to show your gratitude? Monsieur Phelps, you must understand that this is no personal errand. We are investigating on behalf of king and country. I'm sure your intentions are noble, Monsieur Falcon, but I am running a business here. A fox has to eat. 30 francs, and I guarantee I will find you the croquet monsieur. That's my final offer. What do you say? We'll take it. Here you go, monsieur. Very good. As promised, return in 3 days or later, and I will tell you where the croquet monsieur can be found. Rest assured that I will undertake my end of the bargain with care and diligence. I expect nothing less. Thank you, Monsieur Phelps. It is my pleasure. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? I guess I'll mention the rumor, why not? Have you heard any rumors of an uprising? Of course. These days a man can't walk into a tavern without hearing angry men whispering about violence and revolt. I dare say that Paris may find itself in the midst of yet another revolution before the end of winter. But what can you tell us about the dissenters specifically? Do you know where they are meeting? I'm afraid I only know what you can read in the papers, monsieur. I know anti-government protesters were meeting out in the open until the government clamped down on large public banquets. With the banquets gone, who knows where the dissenters went? I see. Perhaps I can assist you with something else? That's all. Have a pleasant day, Monsieur Phelps. As to you, messieurs. The tea's ready, Monsieur Phelps, it's ready. I'm afraid you're too slow, Mousy. Oh, bother. Ho 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 ho. It's a good thing I did this first, because this is going to take 3 days. You don't want to save that for dead last, do you? So... the bar. Or I guess the tavern, however you want to call it. No, no drinking. Bad Falcon. Calm down, Sparrowson. I'm just here for information. Taverns are the first place people go to moan about the government. Therefore, they are perfect rebel breeding grounds. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, it's you two. What will it be today? Wine or beer? I'm afraid it's just questions for now, Madame Coinel. We're looking for a man called the Croquet Monsieur. Have you seen him? No, that name doesn't sound familiar at all. Okay, have you heard of any of your patrons bad-mouthing the government? Of course. This is a tavern, hun. If people couldn't come here to grope and talk politics... Grope? O is next to I on the keyboard. I assume you mean gripe. Where else could they go? That's true, but has anyone stood out? Well... Just between you and me, the pair on the drinking floor have been acting very shifty. Now, I'm not saying they are or they aren't rebels, but they're doing far too much talking and not enough drinking, if you know what I mean. I think I do. Thank you, madame. Let's see, where to go? Drinking room. And that's when the mademoiselle told me to put the order in. No idea where she's going to keep him, though. Pierrot, you know that she hates being called mademoiselle. You're going to get stuck with guard duty again. Oh, right you are. The madame it is, then. Wait, she ain't married, is she? So why do we have to call her madame? Why don't you ask her yourself? No way! She would straight up eat me alive if I asked that directly! Wait, hush up. Do you smell that? It smells like... eavesdroppers. Can I help you, messieurs? Yeah, I was asking about the croque monsieur. Have you heard of a man called... Falcon, wait! There's a slight chance that these guys might be rebels, right? So if we ask directly, they might be scared off. Good point. I'll try to keep it subtle. Where'd you get that rifle? Monsieur, I see you are carrying a rifle. Evidently. Who manufactured it? Ah, good question. See, most hunters around here are carrying old French Charlevilles, but this beauty is something special. See, it's American from the Springfield Armory. Model 1812, percussion lock firing mechanism. An American musket, you say? That's certainly quite special. It must have been hard to procure. It's true that you can't buy guns of this quality from standard street sellers, but if you know the right people... Please, go on. Well... Okay, listen carefully. You didn't hear it from me, but to meet the croque monsieur... Actually, it would be foolish for me to explain in public. It would be much easier if you just take this. The Book of Judges. What is this, some sort of law book? The book's subject is not important, just take it. Oh, I see, it's the Book of Judges, from the Bible. Old Testament stories of God smiting people and stuff. I appreciate the gift, monsieur, but I'm not religious. Nor am I. Then why are you... Just take it, you idiot! Bible books are what we use to pass around code phrases, don't we? Code phrases? Pierrot, please, I'm trying to be low-key, and I can't do that if you're mouthing off with that big beak of yours. Right, you are. Try to forget what my friend said. Just with a little searching, and with the contents of that good book, you should be able to get what you desire. Is that a religious metaphor? No, monsieur, I'm being very literal. Wow. We're both duos with just a dumbass sidekick. Except in my case, we're both the dumbass sidekicks. Book of Judges, evidence folder. I don't even know what the code is. It's just Old Testament stuff. Okay. Well, thank you very much for the gift, monsieur. But to be honest, I have no idea how this is supposed to lead me to our gun salesman. Ah, I see. Well, I hear that there is an excellent friar who performs Bible readings at the Notre Dame Cathedral. Perhaps if you show the man your new book, he will be able to find you a particularly spiritual passage? Are you sure that this isn't all a religious metaphor? I feel like you're trying to convert me. I assure you I'm as secular as they come, monsieur. Friar at Notre Dame Cathedral. Thank you, monsieur. I'll make a note. Was there something else you wanted? I think I better let this go. Thank you for your assistance, messieurs. It's nothing. Get out of here already. You two seem like decent fellows. You shouldn't get involved in this rebellion business. Just do whatever you need to do with the croque monsieur and get out of Paris. That's what a smart person would do. I appreciate the advice, monsieur. Whew, boy. Okay. Are we ready to hit the road? Yep. Let's make a move. Good, I missed that phrase. Oh my god, more places. This is... We're getting to the real game now. What is this new... This is the cutscene, right? I'm allowed to just watch this, I assume? What a view. You could see the July column so clearly from up here. Ah, Cocorico, you're already here. You have news about the croquet monsieur, or is this about the other matter? Here you go. As requested, the full register of those who entered Paris Law School and the full list of graduates. Very good. Let's take a look. Now, could you please tell me what this is about, Inspector? What exactly are you looking for? Look at this list of graduates. Do you see any names you recognize? Well, I see my own, class of 1837, and I see that moronic prosecutor Rupert Rabington under the class of 1846. Oh, and here J.J. Falcon's name under the class of 1832. Very good. Now take a look at this register page from 1829. See anything amiss? Well, I don't see J.J.'s name, but I'm not quite sure what that implies, Inspector. The explanation is simple. J.J. Falcon changed his name sometime between 1829 and 1832, right around the time of the July Revolution. And why would he do that? Why indeed? Monsieur Cocorico, you and I are roosters. We are birds of justice, birds of French national pride. But Falcon, he is a bird of prey. It is in his very nature to draw his talons and lash out at those around him. I have no doubt that when the pressure rises, he will show his true colors. I'm not sure if I agree with your personality assessment, Inspector. I have always suspected that JJ was a buffoon, an imbecile, and a troglodyte, but never would I describe him as a person of malice. Time will tell. Do you need me for anything else, Inspector, or shall I continue my investigation into the croque monsieur? There is one more thing. Take this. A pistol? No thank you, Inspector. These are dangerous times. If you face a violent threat, you cannot hope to defend yourself with that riding crop of yours. I'm well aware. I just find that these ghastly things tend to escalate situations rather than mitigate them. That's what everyone says during peacetime. Take it. Thank me when it saves your hide. Fine, fine, I'll keep hold of it. Well, Monsieur Cocorico, you have been most helpful. I'm just doing my duty. Good day, Inspector. Damn, the plot thickens! Interesting cutscene, but now... Notre Dame. Although it has fallen into disrepair, Notre Dame Cathedral still stands as an icon of the city. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the grand atrium of Notre Dame Cathedral. Scaffolding lines much of the crumbling outer wall. Unperturbed, a handful of devotees are silently kneeled in thought. Here for a little prayer, are we, Falcon? I had no idea you were the religious type. Don't be silly, I'm following up on Fontaine's lead. We must find our mystery friar. Do you think it's that hunched-over fellow over there? I bet it's him. He looks super suspicious. It could be. Let's show some tact. Excuse me, Monsieur Friar! Just every time. Do you know what tact is, Sparrowson? Welcome, my brothers, welcome. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Okay, he's the bad guy. I don't know if he's the arms dealer, but he's a conspirator for damn sure. I mean, to be fair, we were directed toward him for the purpose of conspirators, but like, Remus, like you couldn't be more on the nose. We got Romulus and we got Remus. Get the hell out of here, man. And remember that one cutscene last time, there were two wolves conspiring. He might have been the guy. He might have been the other guy. Welcome, my brothers, welcome. All are welcome under the roof of the house of God. Are you here to confess your sins, or perhaps you wish to join in our services? Oh, by the way. There he is. Seems to be involved in unscrupulous activities. Oh yeah, is that a fact? Actually, Friar, we're here because... Falcon! That Friar, he looks eerily familiar. Tell me... Is he actually Romulus with an alias? Because that would be amazing. But anyway, he does look familiar. Now that you mention it, he does look a little like the guy who delivers our post, doesn't he? What? No, that's not who I meant. And how does he look anything like our postman? Am I going mad? Your friend appears to be upset. Don't mind him, he's just in a huff because he thinks you look like this judge we once met. Judge Romulus? I get that all the time. I'm his twin brother, you see. Well, Romulus and Remus are twin brothers, so okay. Oh, good, I'm not going mad. Friar, would you say that you had a good relationship with Romulus? We were close, but as you may have heard, he got in trouble with the law recently. I haven't seen him in weeks. I see. I didn't mean to pry. It's no trouble, but tell me, why are you here, my brothers? Oh, right. Well, we have a couple of questions. Just take a look at this! Friar, we have something we would like to show you. Could you take a look at this? We heard that you could give, special passage readings. Ah, I see. You have your own copy of the Book of Judges. I think you will find chapter 15, verse 11 to be particularly enlightening. Let's see, chapter 15, verse 11. This chapter follows the journey of Samson, the heroic judge with divine strength. In this part of the scripture, Samson is confronted by the men who are angered by Samson's notion of justice. Please, could you read the passage? Okay. 3,000 men of Judah went to the top of the rock Etam. They say to Samson, Knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us? Wow, Sparrowson gets to talk about the Philistines twice. And Samson said unto them, As they did unto me, so have I done unto them. As they did unto me, so have I done unto them. A beautiful sentence, wouldn't you agree? It's poetic or it's barbaric. Chat, do you have an opinion for this one? Because I think this is just a matter of opinion. Because on one hand, I get it, like, an eye for an eye. But on the other hand, the sentence itself is pretty poetic. Also, yes, I am fully aware that an eye for an eye is, like, a prescribed punishment for a particular crime in the Old Testament. What was it? Like, I forgot exactly how it was. It was like if... I don't remember. I think it was supposed to be like, oh, the punishment is really, like, mild under certain circumstances, but if things go too far, it's an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. But in any case, I might lean poetic on this one. It's poetic, a beautiful summation of justice. You understand the passage. That's delightful to hear. Yes, Samson was a great judge. Oh yeah, Anthasius, that is a different expression. An eye for an eye makes the whole world go blind. That's not the thing I was thinking of, but yeah, that certainly is a good response to the eye in an eye passage. Not a judge of today who sits on a high chair and files endless paperwork, but an old judge, a holy judge, a shofet. Shofets were to be admired and feared. They made their own judgments and dispensed their own punishments. Ah, I'm starting to ramble, aren't I? Okay, let's get back to the point. The key word of the day is Etam. That's the name of the cave where Samson hid. The rock of Etam. Etam. Got it. I'll make a note. It's like a backwards mate, but I'm confused. What do we do with this key word? That is for you to learn on your own, my brothers. You appear to be intelligent. I am sure that if you put your faith in the right people, you can uncover the truth. We'll see what it can do. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Perhaps you wish to make a confession? I think we're good for this. I think we're done here. Thank you for your time, Friar. Go in peace, my brothers. This is interesting because he might not know about us. Oh, General Ledger. Hammurabi Code, punishment for attacking a class equal, if I recall. Okay, fair enough. I might have been confusing Old Testament with someone else then. I think I will close out the stream by going to R&M because we took 3 days now. Monsieur Vilpus, you've managed to dig up some good information, I trust. There is good news and there is bad news. Ooh, wow. Chat, real quick. Good news or bad news first? Do you care? Because, I mean, I guess we're getting both, but what is your mood for this kind of situation? I could always be a tiebreaker if I need to be. Bad news? Yeah, we're leaning heavily bad. Alright, we'll end on a positive note. Hit me with the bad news first. The Croque-Monsieur refuses to speak with anyone who does not know a secret password. You see, this is because I'm using a guide here. I got the password. This otherwise could have been a potential problem. And I'm afraid I was unable to procure that particular password. I see, that is a problem. So what's the good news? If you want to meet him anyway, I've learned that he lurks around the Rue des Marmosets on Friday evenings. The Rue des Marmosets? Oh, the Monkey Road by Notre Dame. That's easy enough to get to. I apologize that I cannot be of more help. It's no problem at all, monsieur. You've given us a fantastic lead. Rue des Marmosets on Friday. I'll be there. And I think we know what the password is. We do? Come on, Falcon, don't be a bird brain. I shan't delay you two any longer. I'm sure you have a lot of investigative work to do. That we do. Thanks for all the help, Monsieur Velpus. Yay! Now it's Sunday. I might just need to go to the other places to just, like, make time pass, but we're going to build up to Friday the 4th. So I suppose everything else we do can be just flavor. That's probably going to be how it goes. But you know what? I think I'll take care of that next time. This is where I'm going to wrap up for now. So thank you very much for watching the stream, and have a wonderful night.